Hey guys, it is Andrea, and today I am coming at you with my plan with me for the week of July 22nd to the 28th. I'm quite behind on plan with me's, and I apologize for that. As of right now, I am going to be going back to the just completely voiceover plan with me's just because it's been crazy. I'm so behind. I'm bad at talking. I actually also again filmed this one like sped up and then also filmed it with me talking through the planning part, but I just felt like I was sounding such a mess that I decided to just speed the whole thing up and just go for it. So this week I am using Sunset Plans, which I just thought was a really pretty collection. I love the colors in this kit, and I'm using a mixed metal look using the silver from our core color metal, and then I'm using the copper Mega Wiggle. The Mega Wiggle is still in the shop. It is under the new release section, and I am using, like I said, silver and also the Mega Wiggle, and I love the way that it looked. I used silver bougie boxes, which if you guys didn't see on Instagram, I did actually lower the price of those since they were so popular. Probably one of the most popular foil items, especially in such a short amount of time. I was able to make a ginormous order, which whenever you order things manufactured and you are able to place them in higher quantities, that usually yields to a lower price point. So I wanted to pass that discount along to you guys as well and make them more affordable so that everyone can have bougie in their planners. Not only did I release that, but I also released bougie day extenders. So instead of having to use a day extender with bougie box on top, which of course you could just use them plain if you're not into the bougie, but instead of having to do the day extender with two bougie boxes, it comes pre-bougied, which is amazing, and I love it. It's on our premium matte paper, and I love it so much. So how I did the mixed metal look here is I kind of alternated the full box overlays and things like that. Of course, I had some of the copper Mega Wiggle boxes as well as some of the silver boxes, and I used the stars this week as kind of one of my main overlays, and I did have some of like the square kind of just stroke overlays as well. And for the bottom washi, I did some really cool layering. I know I'm talking in like over this part, but like I'm just doing my norms. So for the bottom washi, I did the marble with the kind of like confetti-ish type situation, glitter type looking thing, and the copper, and then I did the little silver stars over top of it. I'm showing you here kind of. It's really hard because I wanted to make it exact, but I overlaid the copper. You're gonna just see a lot of hair. At least it doesn't look like dirty or anything. But I used the silver version 2 bow. Oh, I miss my nails. Silver version 2 bow, which is like the inverted bow with the Mega Wiggle outline bow on top of it, which I thought looked really, really cool. You could also kind of do like, if you wanted to cut it, that would be cool to do. Like every other bow would be cute, but I just thought this looked really adorable. Also for the glitter headers, I took the star headers and I made my own like mixed metal headers by all like rotating them. So I put one header on and then I rotated the other header and put it over top of it. So it staggered the stars and then made it a mixed metal header. Obviously, all of this is extremely bougie and like extra, I guess. But I just really love the way that it turned out, and I love the orange with this spread. It's probably one of my favorite spreads just because I feel like I had a lot of fun doing it, and I think it turned out really pretty. It's a really, really good one, guys. I love it so much. I did use, I think it was Sadie Stickers date numbers on my date covers. I love the marble in this kit. You could definitely pull in the marble multicolor, which I actually am going to not pull in next week. But then next week, I'm going to be using a mini kit with marble multicolor and see how that goes. I feel like it's going to be a little bit of a challenge, but it's a mini kit exclusive. And if I'm an ultimate girl, 100% through and through. But I'm going to try and make a mini kit exclusive work, but I have a feeling I'm going to have to pull in like a lot of stuff, a lot of stuff. So yeah, I did my sidebar this week, and my sidebar, I did put, I wrote 2 weeks till Disney, like TO, which is like super fun. So that's going to be great. I don't really feel like fixing it. And there's actually unless I like dig out a label and change it out, whatever. But fun fact, which we'll get into it then, is I'm actually not going to Disney. I was going to go to Disney for 2.5 weeks, which just seems like ridiculous now. But the party and everything just really drained me. I'm like super, super tired, and I just really want to like work and hang out with Bubba and just hang and just chill and relax. So we're going to go to Disney for like 6 days, like at the last part that we were going to go, because that's when we were going to go to the Galaxy's Edge. So you can see I just did that, and then I did all the rest of them off camera. But we are going to go to the Galaxy's Edge annual pass holder preview. So I didn't want to cancel that because Nick was really excited about it. So let's get into the play. Oh, well, I also put in Bubba loves his iPad, and then also party next week. So getting into Monday, I put in that I went to Starbucks and Whataburger, or I think Nick went to Starbucks and Whataburger. And then I put in playtime with Bennett with these little Funchkins, which I call them Funchkins because they're fake munchkins. I have like Mark gave me clearance on this, like just don't go making fake munchkins because it's not cool. But like we friends, and she like drew the body for me and was letting me draw like fake munchkins, and it was like a super fun time. But yeah, she gets a kick out of it because she's like, oh, you could just do my job now. And I was like, no, Mark, you the real talent here. So I made like a little me and Bubba Funchkin, and Mark was like, oh my gosh, you're so cute and little, and the Bubba's so cute and little. Mark left this morning at like 4 o'clock, and I just miss her so much already. Like, I'm her momager, and I just love every second of it. Then I got McDonald's, and then I put in designing with a fox and cactus sticker. The McDonald's sticker is a paper and milk sticker. Then I put in nap with Bennett with a happy day sticker. So cute. I use these stickers so often, and I feel like though there is like purple in the blanket, and the little baby has like a little yellow jumper on, and then the mom has like a little pink arm, and there's a little red heart. I feel like it matches most spreads. I feel like maybe it's because like they're muted enough. Not sure. Then I put in book Disney. I feel like, oh, this was when Nick was actually gone. So Bennett and I went to Starbucks and Whataburger. Yes. So Nick didn't get it. I did. And then I got McDonald's for lunch, I think. Maybe Emily brought that to me. I said in my last plan with me, I was like, oh, I got Wendy's, or Emily got me Wendy's or something. And she's like, I didn't get you Wendy's, but I got you something else a different day, I think. And I think that day she might have got me a McDonald's, but I'm not totally sure. I was like really trying to be like, usually when Nick leaves, it's my like time to like be like, let's get healthy, because I like am too lazy to like get Bennett in the car and then drive somewhere and then get Bennett out of the car and then try and carry food out by myself while holding a kid and like my wallet and stuff, and then getting him back in the car and then driving home and then getting out of the car, and then it's like a whole thing, and by that time he's hangry. So y'all know if you have a toddler or like a baby or like kids, probably the same thing. So I put in nap with B and then book Disney. I think that this was for the December one that we're going to. I don't remember. I think there was something. It wasn't even booking Disney. I think it was like moving something or like a part of it. I don't remember. And then I put in FaceTime with the boys because Nick was actually away on a like vacation with his friends from high school, and they randomly FaceTimed me later in the evening whenever Bennett was already asleep, and I was downstairs working on my computer, and I pretty much didn't even really talk to Nick that much. The boys just kind of like passed me around, and I chit-chatted with all of them, and it was on the FaceTime for like over an hour, which I feel like is like normal for me and Jessica, but for like a Nick phone call is kind of long for a FaceTime. Normally I'm like, okay, well, I'll talk to you later, but yeah. So Tuesday, I put in that we slept in. I was up pretty late, so I was kind of thankful. Bennett has not been sleeping in like for the past probably week at this point. I'm filming this on voiceovering this on August 6th. He's been waking up at like 6:45, and I've been going to bed at like 2:12-ish. So it's been a little rough, but it's okay. I'm alive, so it's all good. Then I put in tidy up because I wanted to make sure the house was clean before Nick got home. And then Bennett and I did watch Toy Story this day. Not actually Toy Story, but like the shorts that they have, like the Halloween one I think we watched. We watched the T-Rex bathtub one. And then there was another one we watched too, but I don't remember what it was. Then I put in nap with B, which I think Monday I might have actually napped. And then Tuesday I did not nap for sure because I remember being like, oh, like if Bennett wakes up soon, we could go pick up Nick. And then he woke up and I was like, oh, let's go pick up Nick. Nick was going to take an Uber home, but I just loaded Bennett into the car and we drove down to the airport and picked Nick up. I asked Nick what he wanted to eat and he said Shake Shack. So we went to Shake Shack for lunch/dinner. We didn't eat dinner then because it was like 3. And then after we hung out for a while, I went over to open a foil order. There was like a really big foil order that came, and Kirsten and Emily and everyone was super busy. So I was like, I'm going to open this foil order. It's going to be so fun. So I opened that and filmed, and then I went back home and hung out with Nick for the rest of the night, and we just like watched TV and hung out. When Bennett was asleep, of course. Then on Wednesday, we woke up early and went to Bakery Lorraine, which is at the Domain, and it is pretty good. It's no snooze, which is probably our favorite breakfast place, but it's pretty good, and it is closer to snooze. And then this day, Nick convinced me to get an Apple Watch, which I have worn. I didn't wear at the party or the day after the party, solely because, 1, it didn't really match my outfit, and 2, I forgot my Apple Watch charger at home, so it kind of was dead. But otherwise, it's actually been quite helpful. The only thing that annoys me is I'm pretty sure sometimes it like reads my texts, like when I'm flailing my arms around, like I'll get a text, I won't feel it, and then like I'll move my arm and it'll read it, and then like I look like a terrible person because I'll like go look at my messages and I'll be like, what's that message from this person? And I'm like, oh. Or sometimes it randomly says thanks to people. Like the one time Kirsten texted me something and then it like automatically said thanks, and it was like it sounded like pretty rude. And I was like, no, Kirsten, like I did, like my watch said that to you, and she's like, oh, she was like, I was like, dang, but my phone says thanks to people all the time. So if you talk to me on the phone via text and I say thanks to you randomly, it's probably not me. It's my watch. It's talking to you. Then I colored Emily's hair because I'm just a really great friend, you know. She wanted blue hair, so that happened. And then I was going to work a little, but I ended up just, like, I wrote bullshitting. I feel bad, like, cursing. I curse in real life, guys, but, like, on the interwebs, I don't. But I put it in my planner, so eventually you're going to read it and be like, whoa, that's a bad word. Is it a bad word? I don't know. I don't even know what's bad words anymore because I feel like I hear some kids saying stuff that, like, I would have got my mouth washed out with soap for. But, like, apparently those aren't bad words. Like, crap. Like, I would have gotten so much trouble if I said crap. But I say crap all the time now. So, anyways, that's the only bad word in my planner today. So, it's all safe from here. So, I ended up just messing around with Kirsten. And we were, like, just talking, blah, 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 blah. I didn't get any work done because we're just blah, blah, blah. Because, like, all we know how to do is yap. And then I was, like, by the time I, like, finished the conversation, Bennett woke up from his nap. So, or was it Bennett woke up from his nap? I think that's what happened. I don't remember. But, like, I was like, I'm going home. So I went home, and then I cuddled with the boys, which I have my little Funchkins in there. So cute. Mark's actually working on some actual real customs for me, and I'm so excited because they are so funny. Well, she's supposed to be working on, like, customs for me, but she ended up drawing just a bunch of ones that are kind of, like, low-key making fun of me. But, like, I'm kind of here for it. One of them is making fun of her, so it, like, works out really well. Not sure I'm actually going to use any of them, but I'm sure I will find the occasion or make up the occasion. Then I put in that I filmed, so I came back to work and filmed, and then I had to go to Whole Foods to get my grocery on. I don't remember if that was, like, actually successful. I'm pretty sure we, like, ate everything from that grocery run. Does anybody else, like, have the moment where you're like, I'm going to go to the grocery store, I'm going to meal prep, it's going to be amazing, and then you get there, you buy everything, and then you go home, and then, like, you do 3 meals, and then the rest you're just like, that's me. That's my problem. I'm just like, that's a whole process. Cooking is a whole process. It's just a pain. I really love it, but, like, I need to be ahead on everything else before I can, like, take on cooking. But I love it. I re-signed up for HelloFresh, which is my favorite of the meal services besides Marley Spoon. I feel like it kind of depends on, like, what you like, but also there are some that are, like, crappier quality. But anyways. Then I took a bath, and then I just put in TV binge because I think I watched, like, a bunch of stuff, but I didn't want to put it all in there. Then on Thursday, I went to Starbucks, or I got Starbucks, I don't know. And then I had an appointment with Kirsten, so I used this really cute little munchkins, like, hey, we're going on an appointment date, hey. And then I also put in that we got the annual pass Star Wars preview thing. We weren't going to go because we were initially going to go, like, the week before, and then Nick had a thing the weekend in the middle, and then we were like, but then it just all went downhill. And we're only just going to that one now. So it all works out. And actually, one of Nick's friends is coming to visit, and he was like, I don't know, he's kind of like my friend at one point. And I guess we're like friends now. So I guess that works out that I'm going to be here. So excited about that. So it all kind of worked out in a way. And now I can like focus on work. And Nick and I are actually going to be working on some things that need to get done at work like during this time that are just kind of like not going to get done for a while if we don't like just do them. So anyways, then we went to Ike's, and it was funny because Ike's is like probably like 25-30 minutes from us, but I really like was hungry for it, so we were walking into Ike's, and then Kirsten calls Nick, and like I don't know what she said, but Nick like turned around, and Kirsten was like in the nail salon next to Ike's, and it was just bizarre because it's like closest to Kirsten, but not like next door, and it's like 20 minutes from me, so we were all there at the same time, which was totally wild. And it was like small world. I don't know if that's ever happened to us before. It's only ever happened I was in a Target and Amanda found me, which was funny. But other than that, I don't think it's ever happened to me before where I like popped in somewhere and someone else was there, just because I don't know that many people in Austin. But anyways, I feel like anyways is like the tagline here. I feel like I'm just rambling just as much as I would have did in the other one. So it's, I don't know, but I guess this is quicker. So I feel like it's split half and half, who enjoys like the voiceover ones and who enjoys like the actually me talking through things. After we went to Ike's, we went to Target. There's a Target near the Ike's. There's actually a couple of Ike's in Austin. I think there's at least 2, if not 3. But there's a really cool Target, like just like a different one that we don't always go to. It's always nice to go to like a different Target because like everything seems different, even though not much is actually different. And then I worked pretty late that night and came home and took a bath. Then on Friday, I had Starbucks and Holy Bagel. I've been using a lot of these like chunky munchkins because I feel like that's my life. That's my life. As I've just been like, I'm so busy. All I eat is takeout. I think actually like some of these nights I ate dinner out, but like lunch and breakfast is fair game. Then I went to work, and then I came home and cooked a steak dinner, and it was so good. I made mashed potatoes, and they were probably the best mashed potatoes that I've made in a very, very, very long time. Probably, honestly, my best mashed potatoes that I've ever made, ever. And then I put in new releases, and then I put new releases in after dinner, but like it was before dinner, obviously. Then I put in Cuddle with Boys, and then I watched Jane the Virgin, and then whenever Jane the Virgin was over, Nick and I watched Chernobyl. I think we finished Chernobyl the next day. I don't remember. Did we start Chernobyl this day? We might have started Chernobyl this day, which I really liked, and I'm going to be like really honest with you guys, and I am not like smart when it comes to most general subjects as far as like science, history, that kind of stuff. So I had no idea what Chernobyl was because I am just uneducated. But now I know, and I've done a lot of reading since then to like read up more and learn more. So I feel educated about it now. So I guess that's good. But I feel like HBO always does a really good job. So I think it's definitely worth a watch. Then Saturday, put in donuts in Starbucks and Target again. And then, because I think we needed to get some last minute stuff for whenever people came to visit. Then I put in playtime with Bennett, and then I put in work D-stash because Emily and I went through and made the D-stash boxes for the tables at the party, which I think went over really, really well. We pretty much filled it up with all of our D-stash items. Me, Kirsten, and Emily brought in a bunch of stuff and then just kind of like separated it by like categories and then just like put equal categories in every box. And then we went ahead and put in from shop stuff, and then also Kane donated some items for it as well, like oopsie type items. So I put those in there as well. So we put like, they were filled. They were like 5+ pounds, I feel like, each. So that was really fun to do. I feel like Emily definitely enjoyed it the most. Then I put in playtime with Bennett, and then whenever Bennett went to sleep, Nick and I watched Chernobyl. It's honestly been a really long time since Nick and I have sat down and like binge watched like something like this, the like not 30-minute episodes. Actually, like really none of our TV shows have been on for like a century at least. Like, where are they? I don't know. I think they all start back in the fall, so hopefully soon. I feel like time is such a weird thing in the planner world, especially as a sticker maker. Like, I'm going to be starting working on Valentine's Day stuff, like, for, like, soon. Because, like, I have everything up to New Year's Eve, like, pretty much done. I have a couple of, like, art, like, collections that I'm waiting for that are, like, Christmas, like, literally 2, I think. 2 collections I'm waiting for, but other than that, I'm done. I'm done with that. I'm done with New Year's Eve. I'm moving on to Valentine's Day, so I don't really ever know when it is. I'm just kind of like living life, you know? But I'm so hyped for Christmas. I just love Christmas. That's my favorite. Anyways, then I put in on Sunday tacos and bucks. It's just been a lot of Starbucks and a lot of breakfast. And then Nick went on a diet, so now it's kind of like, will we still eat breakfast? Because he loves breakfast. I don't know. We went into the outlets that morning. I feel like I had something I was supposed to do this day, but I didn't do it, and then I went to the outlets instead. But I can't really put my finger on it. So we went to the outlets, and we went to the Disney outlet. We wanted to go to a bunch of other outlets, but Bennett was not having it. So we ended up just bouncing. So we went to the Disney outlet, and I just got a pair of ears that were like $4 that were like patriotic, and then I got Bennett like a shirt, and I don't know what else I got, but that was pretty much it. There wasn't like a ton of new stuff, so that's kind of what I came out with. Then I FaceTimed Jessica. I don't remember what we talked about. Not sure. Couldn't tell you. Then I cuddled with Bubba, and then I went to work, and that is the end of my week. This was kind of, honestly, the week of just doing a ton of stuff, a ton of last minute things for the party. I love the way that this kit turned out. I think that I actually moved a kit that I was supposed to be using this week to use this kit just because I really loved the colors in it. And, excuse me, I really loved the orange, like, and pink combo, so like the colors. And then I also just kind of love the way that the foil turned out. I feel like if you look at this kit by itself, you kind of like think gold right away. But I really love the way that the silver pops against the colors, and then how the copper Mega Wiggle complements the colors. So I'm really, really into it, and I hope that you guys are too. Both this collection along with the Mega Wiggle are still in shop if you want to pick them up. It's a great anytime kit, and the Mega Wiggle is an insane value. And I really think can be pulled into a lot of spreads. Not only, I mean, this is kind of like an anytime kit, but also in the fall, Halloween, you know, I'm really hyped for it. In summer, like, I have a couple kits that this could actually go with for the summer. So I hope you guys like this week's plan with me. I'm going to really, 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 really try my hardest to catch up. But like, I feel like it's like, I don't really even realize how hard it is to catch up once you're behind. So I'm a work real hard on it. But I do have some videos planned, so I'm really excited about it. I will talk to you guys in my next video.